Welcome back to the arena, guys. Today we are here with another episode. In this episode, we are going to be taking a look at the Hog Riders at Town Hall 9. So, whenever it comes to the Hog Riders, there are some key aspects that you have to follow for every Hog Rider attack. So, I will be sure to give you as many tips as I can and break down the attacks and teach you guys how to do it so you also can have some success. So, let's dive straight into the first example and break it down for you guys. Alright, guys, so in this base, the main thing you have to focus in any hog attack is going to be the enemy's Archer Queen and the enemy CC. So this attacker is using two golems, which is gonna provide tank for your heroes and for the wizards. And the jump spell is going to provide access to the base. So the golems are gonna be taking a jump into the base along with the heroes. So the golems are gonna be tanking in front. So the main thing you have to take down is the enemy's Archer Queen and also the enemy's CC, his clan castle troops as well. And what is happening here is the Archer Queen and the Barbarian King secures the town hall, and the base is pretty much narrowed here. What that means is that we have taken one section of the base so that the Hog Riders need not go to that area. They can just sweep through the other areas of the base. The attacker is using max level Hog Riders in his CC, and here comes the first heal as well. So now the Hog Riders need not go to the top section of the base. Meanwhile, they are just going to be sweeping through the bottom side. The ice golem in the CC did not go down, but it is not going to be a big issue because the ice golem is so slow, so it is not going to do that much damage to the Hog Riders. And also, the one thing you must not forget is always the cleanup troops. This attacker used all of his visits in the initial stage, which was not that great because if you use like that and you don't have any cleanups, you will definitely make a time fail. But luckily, this attacker has most of his hog riders left out, which means he will be able to clean up with the hog riders. In case if you don't have enough hogs at the end of the attack, then you will make a time fail. So make sure you always have cleanup troops at the back end in order to completely get the 3 stars. That was the first example. We had two more examples to show you guys and teach you guys in more depth. So now let's dive into the second example. Here we go, guys. This one looks like a similar vase, but the same way he's going to use one jump spell to provide access to the base, and the same key objectives is what the attacker is still focusing on, taking down the enemy Archer Queen and the enemy CC. Here comes a E-Drag out of the enemy clan castle, and his queen will be able to deal the enemy CC. So now we have taken down one side of this base, which means the Hog Riders need not go to that area and they can continue their fire on the other end of the base. So whenever you're doing hog attacks, make sure you ensure the path for the Hog Riders and make sure you deploy the hogs a little bit um, in the earliest stage of the attack where you can protect your main kill squad that is coming. That's going to be your heroes and the golems. Make sure you are able to protect them because whenever you can do that, your queen, the golems, and the king will definitely be helpful to tank further for the hog riders and also help you in the cleanup. So the enemy king is also one which you have to consider. But whenever you are prioritizing for the enemy queen or the king, definitely you must go for the enemy queen because the enemy queen is a ranged troop and she can deal a lot of damage to your hog riders. The same here, he's got a few minions to clean up this time as he did in the previous attack, did not have any cleanup troops. Make sure you bring cleanup troops. And he's bringing some minions to finally get the buildings off. His queen is still alive in this raid. Whenever you can do that, it's always highly beneficial. So let's go ahead and dive into the next example. So the same key aspect is what is going to be followed here, taking down the enemy queen and the enemy CC. This time he's not going to use a jump spell, but instead he's going to use some wall breakers. It's all just your personal preference. In case you wanna get more access to the base, you can definitely go for a jump spell. But if the base is more open and it's just like you're gonna wall break one area, then wall breakers are going to be beneficial because you can then have an extra spell space for some heal spells in order to support the Hog Riders. The enemy queen goes down with our queen's ability, and the pathing for the Hog Riders is set up, and that is when the Hogs are deployed. The Hogs need not go to the section that's near 9 o'clock so that they will be able to sweep through all the way through the base. Here comes the other heal spells which are used to protect the Hogs. Here comes a backup skeleton spell which is going to kill the skeletons, sorry, the poison spell to kill those skeletons that are chasing the Hog Riders. So if you can hold up a backup poison spell in order to kill the skeletons, it's always going to be beneficial because those skeletons will be chasing your Hog Riders till the end. So here we got some wizards on the outside doing the cleanup as well. And the Hog Riders are also going to be doing the cleanup. No heroes are alive in this attack, but still we got a plenty of hogs left. Look at that one full-sized golem still alive. That is how this attack is so strong. That's how this attack is so strong, guys. Whenever you can do it right, it's so effective. And that is it for the strategy, guys. It's a bit simple, but it still needs some practice in order to get some success. Hope you guys enjoyed this as well. Make sure you guys hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, followed by the notification bell so you don't miss any of my future videos. And in case if I missed any of the tips, make sure you guys leave it in the comments so other viewers can see it. I'll be back with another video. Until then, stay safe and clash on.